Are you looking to give your special someone a sweet treat for a romantic occasion? Well, don't settle for a box of chocolate. Try making Daifuku. These are filled mochi. You know, those stretchy rice little dumplings. Oh, they're sweet, but not too sweet. And I know your special someone will love them. So making that mochi wrapper is all about rice flour. I've got 3/4 of a cup of sweet rice flour, and I'll add 3/4 of a cup of water to that. I'll just give it a quick stir. I first learned how to make mochi and daifuku from my sister-in-law, Michino. She's from Osaka, and we made a strawberry version together. And ever since, I have been hooked. I have a large pot here with a little bit of water just under the base of a colander. You just need the steam to get at this rice paste mixture. So I'm gonna drop that right into the colander. And what's very important, whether you have a bamboo steamer or a pot, is you want to wrap your lid with a tea towel. This absorbs any condensation as the rice flour steams, so you won't get drips into the rice flour. All right, after 20 minutes, there's not a whole lot of difference, but what we've done is essentially cooked the rice. Out that comes. So what I want to do is hold on to my hot jar, and then I need to melt some sugar into this paste. Scrape in your steamed rice. And you'll add to that 1/2 cup of sugar. And on medium heat, you want to melt the sugar into this warm rice flour paste and stir quite vigorously, because now you're going to develop the stretch, the gluten of the mochi that is so familiar. Gives it that chewy texture. All right, it's been about 4 minutes, and I've got a nice stretch. So I'm gonna take this off the heat. And it is traditional when you're making strawberry daifuku to tint the mochi pink. There we go, it really takes the color well. And while it's still pliable and flexible, you want to dust a clean work surface with a generous amount of cornstarch or potato starch. And do the same for a 9x13 pan, just so you can move the mochi around. There we go. I'll scrape this out onto my work surface. And immediately as you get it off the pot, it starts to cool. You want to put a layer of the cornstarch right on top of it. That way you can handle it. I'm just gonna let this cool for a minute or two until I can kind of touch it and move it, and then I'll roll it out a little further. It is cool though. Weep. Weep. Okay, stop playing. All right. Doesn't take long for it to cool and start to thicken up on its own. Using a rolling pin dusted with a little cornstarch too, gently roll this out to a rectangle. And now, because it is still so warm and pliable, I want to chill this for about 30 minutes. And then it'll be ready to fill. Once the mochi has set, it's easier to handle. So just like cutting out dumpling dough or a cookie dough, use a 2.5-inch cutter and then just cut out shapes from the mochi. Red bean paste made from adzuki beans is traditional. And sometimes you see a little bit of red bean paste and a fresh strawberry inside each. To add that strawberry flavor, but make daifuku that last, I use freeze-dried strawberries. I crush them up and stir them into the red bean paste. So while this is called mochi, the minute you fill it, it becomes daifuku. I don't know how you are when it comes to making dumplings, but I always find it takes a couple to get into the groove. And kind of like a truffle, they deserve to be packed in a little box for gifting. Truly a special treat to make for your special someone on a special occasion. Not your everyday chocolate box. You will love these daifuku. I will too. The strawberry just comes alive, and I love the chewiness.